Hello and welcome to Business Today Television, India Today Studios. I'm Karishma and joining me is Mr. Arun Kumar Mehta, Chief Secretary, Jammu and Kashmir. So thank you for joining us on this conversation. Firstly, congratulations. Quite a milestone that you and of course other official representatives have been dreaming of. First questions first. What is the kind of investment pipeline that's looking like, and how do you see this collaboration of India and UAE?
Overall, there are more than 5,000 applications, and we are looking at proposed investment of roughly about 60,000 crore odd. This is the proposal at the moment. In terms of foreign investments, this was a beginning today, and it's historical in that sense that this would be the first foreign FDI proposal actually getting off the ground. So it's a historical day. There are 3 investments proposed. There are 2 IT towers and 1 mall. So I'm hoping that this would be a good indication to other investors who are from abroad to look at Jammu and Kashmir as a good option.
Great. You did talk about also the number of job opportunities that this will directly and indirectly create. But, sir, if we talk about from an FDI perspective point of view, in the current geopolitical situation and how the global economy is also emerging, are you confident that it's going to turn positive for India, positive for Jammu and Kashmir?
Definitely positive for both India and positive for Jammu and Kashmir. The advanced estimates about GDP of J&K is 2.25 lakh crore. This puts it at a much faster growth rate than the overall average. So J&K has continued to grow in nominal terms even during COVID. And this was one of the few, let's say, state or UTs which are still positive in that period. So the story has been very good since 2019, and I'm looking very confidently at the fact that within 5 years the GSDP of the UT of J&K will double. So the growth story is there. As far as India is concerned, I'm sure that India will continue to grow at a very rapid rate, definitely more than the overall global average.
You've had key significant meetings today, this morning, of course, after a series of meetings that you've held last week. What are the key outputs of this, highlights of this? What sectors are going to see maximum growth in the areas of Jammu and Kashmir?
There are 14 specific sectors identified for much faster growth. As you know, that tourism is doing extremely well in J&K. Last year in Kashmir, we had twice as many tourists as ever before. The last highest was 2013 or 16. And it was around 13 lakh. Last year, 26 lakh people came. Overall, in Jammu and Kashmir, 1.85 crore people had come last year. This year, we're looking at more than 2 crores, definitely. So tourism is one sector in which J&K is going to do very well. And there are many more places than people know about. So tourism is going to do very well. Agriculture sector is going to do very well. Industries are going to do...
That is expecting investments.
Because... earlier, there was kind of, let's say, that there were many problems of connectivity and road infrastructure, rail connectivity. All this is coming in now. So we have rail connectivity coming in. The highways are much better. The disruptions of the national highways next to nothing now. There are some problems which we expect in another 5 months. They will be a matter of past. So overall, if you look at the overall infrastructure, road connectivity, rail connectivity, air connectivity, all that is improving.
And so this does change the whole perspective and the common identity that you'd also mentioned, that the way people look at visiting Jammu and Kashmir. Now it has to be looked at from the past experiences, from a new development angle also, because it's contributing to the Indian economy.
J&K is going to contribute in a big way to the Indian economy, and it has several comparative advantages. For example, if you look at walnut, apple, saffron, many other items, the handicraft, handloom. There are many sectors in J&K which have niche advantages. And I'm looking at very rapid growth in all these areas because earlier it was kind of not connected to the national economy and the overall global economy. Now it's getting connected. So huge opportunities, and I'm very confident it will do well.
So one last question, in terms of the incentives and tax perspectives, are you happy with what you're getting from the center, and also in terms of the intra UT policies that you have? Are you going to expand it further? For example, Atmanirbhar Bharat has been a key initiative that other states in India have been following, and in terms of also the PLI incentives that they get. What about industries and organizations here?
The new central sector scheme is better than anywhere else in the country. So obviously we are very happy with that. It's about 28,400 crores, and it is far ahead of any other incentive you get anywhere else in the country. So we are very happy with that, and I think people of J&K are very, very sort of grateful to Honorable PM and HM for having given this incentive to this area. So what we are now focusing on that the industries which are coming in here should be sustainable, and they shouldn't be coming only for the purpose of GST advantages. So we are looking at that fact, but we are very happy with the incentive that's being given. Incidentally, the J&K government is also giving a set of incentives.
Yeah, the intra-state incentive.
So which makes it far better package than anywhere else. And in terms of opportunities, there are absolutely huge opportunities. I'm not going to get into specific issues, but 14 different sectors, huge opportunities. And I think the future is bright.
In terms of sustainability, are you going to try and work out any new regulations so that they stay back and it's not just for the tax incentive?
The idea was, for example, food processing. It has a comparative advantage. So if somebody is investing in food, then he's not coming only for the purpose of GST. He's coming for because he wants a long-term relationship. Tourism, we have natural advantages. So anybody investing in tourism is not going to be a few years affair. It's going to be long-term and sustainable. So essentially, we are looking at those areas where we have a long-term advantage over other areas, and so we hope to do well in those areas.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking with us.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.